Hello everyone, and welcome to the last meditation in this Loving God theme from Evo Faith. As always, you may find that you get more out of this video if you read, watch, or listen to the podcast from Wednesday first. And remember that some aspects of this practice will repeat what we've done in previous weeks. This will help you to engage more deeply and integrate this practice more fully into your life. And now let's prepare ourselves for our meditation. Allow your breathing to slow down and get deeper. And do whatever helps you to feel more grounded in your body and your space. And when you're ready, take 3 deep breaths. Light your candle and become aware of the divine within and around you. Let yourself connect with the transcendent mystery as you gaze at the flame, and hold any words or images that may come into your mind for a few moments before you release them. Continue to clear your mind of any definitions or descriptions of God that may arise, and blow out your candle as a sign of letting go. Try to stay with this awareness of transcendent mystery for a few moments longer. Pause the video if you need to. And now join me in this prayer, or just be still for a while. We come before you, great eternal mystery, and release all definitions, categories, assumptions, and limitations. Just for this moment, we seek to move beyond our ideas and allow ourselves to be present with what is beyond our words. We seek to dename our names and allow ourselves to be present with you without trying to grasp you, describe you, or define you. We celebrate the mystery that is beyond human understanding. We give thanks for a reality that is more than we can apprehend or explain. And we are silent and still as we open to that which we can only know in our deepest, most intuitive selves. Amen. And now we shift our awareness to the eternal mystery. Take 3 deep breaths as you prepare for this encounter. Sit for a moment with the word science. Feel it in your mind. Let it turn over in your thoughts. You may want to say it aloud and notice how your body, heart, and head respond to its presence. Consider your relationship with the sciences. Perhaps you are familiar friends with the ease of having a shared history that continues to grow with every encounter. Or perhaps you are little more than acquaintances who are polite and enjoy one another, but with no deep sense of connection. Whatever your relationship with the sciences, you know that they have influenced you, both for better and for worse. You enjoy so many of the fruits of scientific discovery, most without thought or awareness. But you have probably also experienced hurt or frustration at the blind spots, short-sightedness, overreach, and scientific arrogance that have contributed to the damage to our planet and the inequality in our world. Like all friends, the sciences are not without their flaws and faults, but they are beloved, and you're grateful for their presence in your life. Take a moment to connect with your feelings of gratitude and enjoyment now. There are those around you who would suggest that the sciences are a threat to spirituality. Some, defensive of their faith, paint science as a devil that seeks to entice us away from God. Others, for whom faith has no meaning perhaps, would suggest that science means the end of religion and spirituality, that we have no need for such fantasies when the sciences offer us reality with a capital R. But this is not your experience. You know that there is more than one way to experience and understand the universe, life, and consciousness. And you long to bring these different ways of being and knowing together so that you can enjoy a richer and more nuanced experience of reality. You have experienced that science is spiritual. And you have also learned that spirituality is scientific. You've connected with transcendence through the discoveries of science, and you have learned something about the nature of reality through spiritual practices. Take a moment to remember one of these experiences and relive it. Your connection with both science and spirituality have changed and formed your picture of God. Although it still tempts you from time to time, you no longer cling to the idea of a superhuman being who dwells beyond the world, beyond the universe, and who watches you from a distance. You have long released the desire to feel that you have a heavenly bodyguard watching over you, or that your prayers can entice God to act in your favor, swooping in to do your bidding if you just believe strongly and faithfully enough. Rather, you have felt God's energy in the life that pulses within you. You have seen God's face in the life emerging from the cold winter each spring. You have heard God's voice in the sigh of the wind, the laughter of the birds, the chatter of breeze-blown leaves, and the mumbling of water over rocks. You've tasted God's sweetness in lovingly prepared meals and in the kiss of loved ones. You have known God as being, as love, and as the life that fills all things, sustains all things, and connects all things. Spiritual teachers have taught you to recognize the mystery, and scientists have helped you to touch it, know it, and stand in awe at its beauty, truth, and goodness. When you are asked whether you believe in God and what God you believe in, you no longer need to define the divine. You're comfortable with mystery and with the intimacy of knowing, not just with ideas and doctrines, but with intuition, body, heart, and action. And in this transcendent experience of God, you find meaning, life, and sacredness. And that is enough. Now come back to the familiar. Feel yourself being held by your chair, cushion, pillow, or the floor. Return to being aware of your surroundings and take a deep breath as you relight your candle. And now as you gaze at the flame again, spend a few moments connecting with your sense of being alive and with the life around you in your world. And then use this opportunity to review the last few weeks that we've shared together and what you have learned, experienced, or remembered from the meditations. Consider how these themes have influenced your faith and your life, your connection with and your understanding of God. And when you're ready to end your meditation, go into the rest of the week with the intention to seek out new experiences of God's life in the people and places around you. Whenever you become aware of life pulsing within you and around you in some way, be sure to notice it deliberately, and then use your journal to integrate what you've discovered or experienced into who you are and what you do. And now take one last deep breath to energize yourself again after this practice. Remember to stay connected to the sacred, and I'll see you soon for our next practice together.